Happy Black History Month, everybody. In our planning, we actually do have a whole jam-packed spring semester. So as I heard earlier, buckle up. For those of you who are new to our campus, my name is Flavio Medina Martin. I am the Director of Diversity and Inclusion for College of the Canyons. And yes, we have a jam-packed spring semester, and we hope that you're able to join us throughout various campus events, and that the content of DEI is just oozing out of our ears and into our minds and into our hearts and into our spirits. For February, we have an ongoing campus email thread with events in a section called Did You Know? That takes a historical landscape of the development of that includes African-American and Black voices within that thread and the fabric of society. Also within that email thread, we also have an attachment from the library that outlines different library resources that includes books on history, art, literature, science, sports, and featuring films and documentaries. So please be on the lookout for that email. We'll actually be sending that out each week because that section of Did You Know is going to be updated on a weekly basis. February 16th, as you can see on the screen, highlighting historically Black colleges and universities. We invite you in. We're going to have a panel discussion of some of our, not just COC members, but non-COC members, to have an open discussion about the various narratives that our panel members have experienced in their struggles, in their triumphs, and in their journeys. Please showcase this particular session throughout the campus and for our students, and for you yourself if you are interested in learning more about the HBCU experience. Can I move it to, oh, did I do that? Oh, yes, sweet. All right, thank you so much. Artist Kumasi Barnett, a collaboration with the Art Gallery. Pamela Lewis, who's just super fabulous, was able to secure Kumasi Barnett once again. He came in last year, definitely one of our highest events that we did last year for February, as he has a solo exhibition on campus called Kumasi J. Barnett, the Amazing Black Man, in the COC Gallery, room 206, from February 15th through March 31st. Please be on the lookout for those email messaging. Please register through the Art Gallery COC web portal, as it has a separate registration link that Pamela Lewis would like for us to have. For the next, and that's on February 24th. Then on February 28th, we actually, in continuing our efforts within celebrating Black History Month, we actually have the Black Power mixed tape from 1967, 1975, Monday, February 28th. Narrative documentaries are a window to the past. They offer unique opportunities to remind us how far we've come. Join in the celebration of culture and community as we look through the lens of diverse filmmakers in a powerful documentary exploring Black history and culture in America. Join us in this story of power, a Black Power movement told through the eyes of Swedish journalists. For spring 2022, we are in the midst of putting several teams together, planning teams, 3 of which are focused on several DEI components. For Women's History Month, we are seeking voices within this group, so please feel free to email me. We are looking at creating 4 or 5 different events throughout the month of March for Women's History Month. Please reach out to me if you're interested in being part of those planning groups. Diversity Month, April. So with a focus on sexual assault awareness, we are looking at putting together a group of people who are going to be designing and creating various events with the focus on sexual assault, awareness. And 3, we are looking at putting together an LGBTQIA advisory planning team. We are going to be looking at developing events, keynotes, talks, films, discussions, campus dialogues throughout the spring semester, potentially into the summer and into the fall. So if you are interested in looking at this particular subgroup of the Multicultural Center, please reach out to me and I'm happy to include you in that planning. And I think that's it for me for now. Okay, thank you, Jaylene.
So I'm going to jump in. I'm going to be quick. On March 2nd, from 2 to 4 p.m., we're going to be having the journey of DEI, how to go from well-meaning to well-doing. Just like Flavio said, we are enriched in diversity, equity, inclusion, and we are all on a journey as individuals, as an institution, as we go throughout our DEI journey. So what we have done is I've taken Renee Myers here, who is the VP of Inclusion Strategy at Netflix. She is the founder of the Vinay Myers consulting group, which focuses on a lot of DEI training. She actually coined the mantra, diversity is being invited to the party, inclusion is being asked to dance. If you can go to the next slide, Fabio. The workshop will pretty much be based off her 2 books. What if I say the wrong thing? 25 Habits for Culturally Effective People, Moving Diversity Forward, How to Go from Well-Meaning to Well-Doing. As you can see, I took that title. But what's going to be interesting about this workshop, I know you guys probably heard 2 hours, but it's going to be an interactive workshop where the participants are going to participate in 3 activities. It's going to be the implicit association test, and then we're going to have a commonalities exercise in which participants are going to have a certain amount of time to find the most commonalities with a partner of theirs. And then we're also going to do the opportunity walk. And to quickly give you what that looks like, the opportunities walk is where people all start out in a line. It's normally done in person, so we're going to have to make a Zoom version form of it. But people stand in a line, and then a series of questions are read, and it either asks you to take a step forward or take a step back. And what the exercise is supposed to demonstrate is how everybody can start out in the same area, but other people have certain advantages that other people don't, and they kind of see how that plays out. So now we won't be able to do that, of course, in person, but on Zoom, what we're probably going to have people do is tally up their points and either have them add and subtract. So that's going to be a dialogue or / workshop that you guys should all look forward to. Again, it's going to be on March 2nd from 2 to 4 p.m. The presentation is kind of already set in stone in terms of, and we're making our final edits. However, I'm always looking to run our workshops to anybody who has any feedback or wants to take a look at it or wants to know more information. It's still a month away. So if you have any questions or would like to know more, you can just reach out to me and we will set something up.
All right, thank you so much, Brandon. So I'll recap these 3 here. So we talked about the various advisory groups that are in the works. So culturally responsive teaching course, open to all. Dr. Julie Johnson, I'd like to invite you in to talk a little bit about that and what that looks like for our campus.